everything is normal and you can't lose your temper and you can't be a brat about it. It's a scam. Adulting is a scam. I feel like my whole entire life, God has been showing up for me because I'm my biggest fan. What am I grateful for in 2023? Honestly, guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Lydia. If you're new around here, hey, what's up and welcome. And if not, get into the front because the VIP sit where? The VIP sit at the front. Guys, happy new year. Like, oh my God, happy New Year's Eve. Let me give you a clink. Get ready to be clicked a few more times. And in fact, I hope you got yourself a drink, okay? Because I'm about to sit here and review my year 2023. I did one of these videos last year, but like I said, I dropped it in February because your girl was burnt out. Oh, anyway, I'll speak more on that. Cheers. Clink number 3. Somebody put the clink account. Let's go. A big thank you to everybody who sent me questions over on Instagram. Please make sure that you click like and you thumbs up this video because it will help it reach a wider audience. We're trying to reach 250,000 subscribers in 2024. So help your girl out, please. All right, so let's get into the question. Question number 1. What have you learned about yourself this year? Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So physically, I have learned the importance of your immune system. Like, your immune system is just probably one of the most important things because it runs your whole body. It runs literally everything. And also I've learned how stress can so negatively affect your immune system, which can then affect like your daily functions in life and how you feel about pretty much everything. So I have really physically been looking into taking better care of my immune health, and whether that looks like multivitamins, whether that looks like ginger shots, just finding different ways of ensuring that my immune system and my gut health is like as healthy as possible because those are big carriers, you know. And also understanding stress and its effects on the immune system, and then also then trying to reduce my stress levels so that it's not affecting my immune system. That's what I've learned physically this year. So emotionally speaking, I'd say that I've learned not to let my anxieties get the better of me. I'm somebody who gets very anxious sometimes over things and I don't even need to. What I've come to like understand is that regardless of your anxieties or not, that doesn't actually change the outcome of what's going to be. Does that make sense? So if I'm sitting here worrying about something happening in a certain way when it hasn't actually happened, like I'm just adding that stress onto my body for no reason until the thing happens. And even if it does happen in a way that I'm not wanting or that's not in my favor, there's always a way out. At least I'd like to think. That's the way that I've found best to think, that there's always a way to fix things or there's always a way to get to your end goal without having to add so much stress onto you. I'm somebody who stresses a lot. Guys, I have a lot of white hairs and that is definitely got to do with the amount of stress that I put myself on or how anxious I get. So I've learned as much as possible not to give into my anxieties and in general try not to jump onto the roller coaster of emotions, because one thing about emotions got a ton of those. I have learned in 2023 not to jump on that emotional roller coaster and instead like be in a place where you can observe things happening and try and remain at a neutral state for your own health. Spiritually, this is not new, but I have just witnessed once again in another year feeling blessed. Like God always has my back. Like literally there's so many situations where I'm like, oh God, wow, that could have gone so wrong. That could have gone so crazy. I would have been so hurt. That could have gone like so left, but God always has my back. And that in itself actually makes me think about my spiritual journey and how for a long time I've still felt like I'm not quite where I want to be. And although I have taken steps in like, for example, like attending online church, which is something that I previously wasn't doing, although I've taken steps to try and improve that, I still feel like there's a big gap between where I am right now and where I'd like to be. But one thing I know for sure is that God's got my back. And I just want to be more present for him too. Like I want to be a friend that's there for my friend, not just like the friend that's just there when I need help. Because that friend gets annoying sometimes, you know? Yeah, definitely still want to carry on working on my spiritual relationship. However, I am very, very grateful. Like forever blessed, forever that feeling of blessed. So speaking of God, how did God show up for you in 2023? That is literally one of my favorite questions because how has he not? How has he not, and when has he not? There's so many instances, so many occasions. I feel like my whole entire life, God has been showing up for me. But if I was to be specific to say 2023, honestly, your girl has got to say that in my friendships. Guys, this question, when I saw it, I knew the answer straight away. Like, I knew the answer straight away. This has been a year when I've been able to like work on and rebuild and even create entire new friendships that are just so edifying, that are just so uplifting, that are just so everything that I wanted. Like, when I think about the grown version of me, guys, bear in mind I'm 31 years old and I still find it hard to grasp that I'm the grown version of me. When I think about my future self, I think about someone who has friends. Like, I have friends right now. These are women who are like here for me throughout all of the seasons. People who I can go to in moments when I'm feeling so low and when I'm feeling so like vulnerable, and I know that they're gonna be there and they're gonna listen to me and they're gonna support me through it. And in fact, not even just that, but they already showed me last year, because last year was a huge life moment. In life moments is when you're gonna know. And I feel like 2023 coming out on the other side, I am just so grateful for my friendships. And I just think like, it's only God, because only God and maybe my husband knows how I was feeling previous to that. And so to be where I am right now, I was telling Winnie when we were in Dubai, I was like, this is everything to me. What's the biggest lesson that you learned in 2023? So this one is definitely something, a lesson that I'd learned before, but I have just been reminded again that your thoughts and your perceptions absolutely shape your reality, and your mind is super powerful. Be careful about the things that you think about and how you perceive yourself and what you perceive you can or can't do. How was life like in your early 20s? Were you scared of the future? So that's a really good question. Actually, I was even looking at the question and I was like, this is definitely not tied to 2023, but here we are. My early 20s looked like university to start with, of course. And then after university, I had a chance to do an internship at the United Nations in Vienna. Some of you guys might have started watching my channel since back then. Hi! We've been here for a minute. And then after that, in 2015, when I was 23 years old, I moved to London. So I guess my early 20s looked very different. My early 20s looked like moving to a new city, not having much money, trying to figure out what I actually want to do in life, but mostly not having much money. I remember that being an issue, especially at the fact that I had a student overdraft that I hadn't paid back that was literally wringing my neck at the time. So my early 20s were very broke, and I've been very open about this. Like, there is a whole job history video that I shared, which I was literally sharing with you guys my salary at the time and how I was in the minus in my accounts whilst I was in Vienna. Like, I've been very transparent about that. But my early 20s were broke. And then mid 20s, when I was around 25, so 2017, that's when I had moved in with my auntie. So I had more responsibility. I had a new job. I was thinking about my future. I was thinking about saving. I was thinking about my goals of buying a house. Like, my mid 20s were like a mix of anxieties about the future, but also being very broke, but also feeling hopeful that, you know, I had a job. I had like my first big girl job ever when I was 25. And yeah, my early 20s were just, I guess, normal. I feel really sorry for like today's society, because I feel like people expect so much from you. Like, people expect so much from each other. I couldn't imagine being 23 right now. All of the pressure that comes with it, and having to keep up with the Joneses and having the latest everythings. I don't know what it's like being 23 right now, but what I can assure you is that when I was in my early 20s, I was broke too. I didn't have no money. That's normal, that's regular, and you certainly shouldn't be feeling like low about yourself if that's the position that you're currently in life. Like, things get better with time. Things get better with age. Things get better with skill. Things just get better. But my 20s were broke. that's what it was. Especially the earlier ones. Oh, ciao. The later ones, got interceded. Next topic. Considering how busy 2022 was for you, how was 2023? Good question. So 2023, oh gosh. 2023, she came with a mixed bag. She's a mixed bag of feelings, because the first 6 months of 2023 were relatively relaxed. Like, literally, we traveled, we had plans of launching a brand, we went to weddings, we had so many babies born in the family and with friends. Like, the start of 2023 was looking, it was gorgeous. The last quarter However, the last quarter made up for the relaxation that we had in the like first 6 months. The last quarter has dragged me by the edges, to put it fairly. Dragged me by the edges. That's how my 2023 went. But praise God, I'm still here to see the end of the year, so that's something to cling to. It's just by God's grace that everything is okay and we're here and we're well and like we're continuing. And a cheers to a new year. Really and truly, cheers to a new year, because adulting really is crazy and it really just comes at you at every single direction. And what the biggest joke of it all that I always seem to say in my vlogs is that you're just meant to get on with the rest of life as life is lifing you, and you're just meant to act like everything is normal and you can't lose your temper and you can't be a brat about it. That's how my 2023 went. Top 3 highlight moments of the year, and video clips would be appreciated. All right, top 3 moments of the year. Number 1, this was our 1 year anniversary and it was just so cute. Like, it's literally just, I feel blessed. And then besides that, travel experiences, oh my God, top moments include the Ibiza girls trip, to us being in St. Lucia and like the catch and cook under the stars with our friends that we just made, to gorilla watching in Rwanda, like being less than 100 meters away from gorillas, silverbacks. Crazy. Like, travel experiences this year have gone off in ways that I did not even imagine, and I'm just so glad and so grateful for those experiences, because those are the things that like shine out to me. Being with my friends on the beach, like horses on the beach in Barbados, how did that not make the cut? Like, there's so many travel experiences. That's why I'm like, travel can take my money, because those things live in my head rent free. I get to play them back in my dreams. Like, it's amazing. It really is amazing. And then finally, number 3, I would say hosting. Oh my God, your girl has been in her hosting era, baking era. I just love creating home and like being able to like have people around and feed them and ply them with lots of alcohol and really just build a sense of community around us and create the kind of future that we want. And also it's an excuse for me to go and buy more glassware. Like, why did I want to buy more glassware? Y'all know how I got a problem. I do. I have a problem. What's one thing that you wished / planned to do this year but didn't do? Oh my God, please. Don't remind me. Downstairs, my rental reno downstairs. If you don't watch the vlogs, then you might not know that we recently, I can't even say recently, that tag recently has left, but we moved into this flat that we're currently living in a year ago. And it was always my mission to like make this place a home and make it like a rental renovation, so I could come and show you guys tips on how you could renovate your own space for not too much like money. However, that's just a project that is taking me forever, and I have only just finished the first room and I haven't even got to downstairs, which is my beauty room, nor have I got to the guest room, which doesn't even have a bed. I have just been so slow on this project, and it's something that I wish that I had dedicated more time towards this year for sure, because I just feel like we haven't really been able to make full use of our flat. Guys, rent is expensive in London, so if you're gonna be renting, you gotta make sure that you actually make use of all your space. And honestly speaking, like, I don't think that we have done that, and so I hope for that in 2024. 2 weeks ago, I uploaded a video of my rental reno for the lounge. So actually, in saying that in fairness to myself, the rental reno, the lounge was stage 2. Stage 1 was actually us painting all of the doors, and we painted all of the doors like bright white. But I have all of the files and I just never shared them. Like, I literally wanted to show you guys how easy it is to refresh your space, which is something that really helped with the space, but I just never did share that. Like, I don't know, at the start of the year, I was really going through it. Honestly speaking, I didn't really feel like myself. Like, I really wasn't in like my usual sharing mood. I think if anything, if I'm really honest with myself, I was just tired, guys. Like, I was tired, especially from the year before and all of the stresses that came from the year before. I was tired. The Prosecco is hitting. Maybe I shouldn't drink Prosecco and answer questions, because you guys will get all of the answers from me. You will. Okay, next. What were my highs and lows of 2023? Wow. This one, lows stands out so starkingly clear. My low of 2023 is definitely getting hospitalized with a stomach virus. That was bottom one, like bottom. I don't think I need to expand on that. That was horrific. Highs of 2023, my 30+1 birthday. Are you kidding me? My 30+1 birthday that Damini threw together as a surprise for me that involved all of my friends surprising me in a cinema that he had rented out and showed like a 30+ minute film. He put together a film of all of my best bits that included all of my friends and my family and literally my very best bits and all of the intros to the vlogs. If you didn't know one thing about me, you should go and see all of my travel vlogs. They've got like 500,000 views, 300,000, 400,000. Let me tell you something right now. 300,000 of those views of each vlog is me. I'll be watching those vlogs because I love the memories, love the intros, love the time that it takes me back to being able to see that on a cinema screen. Like that was literally a dream come true. I was there dancing. I was there like, each time the music would come on, because that's what I do like on a Sunday afternoon when I'm bored. I'll go and watch like one of my intros because I'm my biggest fan alongside my dad. Being able to just have my family, my friends around me to celebrate me in such an outward and loving way was just literally one of, if not the high of 2023. And then guys, one thing that you didn't see as well, if you watched the birthday vlog, I'm gonna have it linked up here if you haven't watched it, but if you watched the birthday vlog, you know that I was saying that I thought we were going to my favorite restaurant, and it turned out that we didn't go, obviously. But at the end of the night, guess where we ended up? We ended up at my favorite restaurant, Nigerian restaurant, and I was literally dancing and my heart was so full. I'm a simple girl. Like, when will you learn? I'm a simple babe. Career goals that you smashed in 2023. Okay, so if I was to be completely honest, like 2023 has not been my year of the career. Like, no. 2023 is probably the year that I took a step back from socials, if anything. It wasn't because of anything besides your girl being tired. 2022 was such an intense year and I had so much going on in my personal life that in 2023, your girl was genuinely just tired. So I feel like my career goals, did I really hit any? Did I even have any? Did I have any for me to hit them? I don't think so, if I'm completely honest. And that doesn't make me feel good to say. It really doesn't at all, but it's the truth. However, if I do think back, if I was to say a career achievement, June this year definitely did mark 5 years of me being self-employed. And I guess, I mean, I am definitely proud of that. Like, I am absolutely proud of that. So yeah, there you go. That's my biggest career achievement, being self-employed for 5 years. And not only being self-employed, but being able to also employ others. Like, that to me is crazy. Being able to like sustain somebody else and myself. Guys, I've not been the babe who ever wanted to like to have a business. Like, people, you know, you have people who are like, you know, when I grow up, I want to have a business. That wasn't me. That was literally never me. So then I guess, yeah, in 2023, that is my biggest achievement. 5 years self-employed. Cheers to that. And to be honest, being able to build a team is something that has been really important to me and crucial to my growth, because there is so much that goes into my work, like from scripting, editing, negotiating, filming, stats, admin. Like, there is so many different steps and so many different people to communicate with that if I didn't have a team, I would not be able to work to the capacity that I already do work to. And although this year I did take a step back, if I didn't have a team, guys, the step would have been further back. Not me spilling my drink, but the step would have been way further back. So thank God for my team. Cheers. Next topic. How many countries did you visit in 2023? So I visited a total of 8 countries across 4 continents, starting with February, Amsterdam, March, St. Lucia, April, Barbados and Rwanda, May, Ibiza, July, Sardinia, August, Cotswolds, wink, 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 that's the UK. September, Paris, October, Dubai. So a total of 8 different countries, but 9 trips in total. Could you give some insight on how you are able to afford to travel more than once in a year? Yes, absolutely. So I get this question asked quite a lot actually. To answer this question, guys, it really honestly depends on the trips. So for example, in 2023, I took 8 trips in total. So out of those 8 trips, 3 3 of those trips were paid for by work. I am a travel content creator. Well, I'm a lifestyle creator, but I also create travel content, which performs really well. Thank you so much for all of the reviews that you guys have given my travel playlist. If you haven't, I'm gonna have it linked here for you guys to go check it out. Because I work with brands, work with airlines, work with tourism boards, work with countries to advertise hotels, services, products that they may have, I am then able to travel for work. So 3 out of 8 of the trips that I took last year were paid for by work. 2 of the trips that I took last year were paid via the discount that we got via Damini's work. Guys, like Damini, he's able to get us some really amazing travel discounts. So hence why we were able to go to St. Lucia and fly there first class, and then from then we were able to go to Barbados for like basically no money and many other perks. So yeah, 2 of the trips that we took last year were paid for by Damini's work benefits. 2 of the trips were girls trips, which basically means that we shared the costs of the trip, so it wasn't just on me. And then finally, 1 of the trips, which was Damini's birthday, was something that I paid for. So as you can see, out of all 8 trips, like they are very different. And that goes back to my point, feeling really bad for people who are like really young in this day and age, because it's like you see things online and it's not always clear how things are paid for or how people come across the things that they do have. So you might see me having 8 trips and you're like, damn, how is Lydia affording 8 trips? No girl, I didn't pay for all 8 of them. Like I literally did not pay for all 8 of them, and certainly not full price for all 8 of them, you know? So yeah, just be cautious, be careful at the things that you're seeing online. It doesn't mean that they're not true, you just don't have the fuller picture to know exactly what went into that. What was your absolute favorite trip of this year? Oh, that is so freaking easy. Ibiza girls trip. Like literally, if each and I'm fine. Cheers to that. When are we getting a proper tour / visit of South Africa? That's a good question. That's a good question, because we were meant to be in South Africa in December 2023. Yes, this December. Today's the last day of December, right? So I guess no, not this year. But we really, honestly, we had plans of being in South Africa. And our first visit most definitely will not be our last visit, because we were there for a wedding. And I really definitely want to come back. Like, I've got my girl Raven out there right now, and I've been thinking, should I go and see Raven? Should I go fly around with a Raven in the winter? Because the UK is cold. 2024 will see us in Africa for sure. Next topic, career and brand growth. How do you see yourself diversifying your brand as you continue to grow? So if I am so honest with you guys, in 2023, I was planning to launch a brand. Obviously, now that it's the end of the year, literally the last day of the year, that has not happened. But that is definitely something that I would love to accomplish in 2024. So to diversify my profile by launching a brand, and if not a brand, definitely increasing like the community engagement that we have between us. And so whether that's via events, whether that's like via courses, but mostly I'm thinking a brand and also events that bring us closer together in like real life. That's really what I'd love for 2024. Will you stay consistent in 2024? That's a good question. That's a damn good question, because the plan is yes. Like honestly guys, I know that I might have let you down at the start of the year, but like I said, at the start of the year, your girl was just dealing with exhaustion, like put simply, and I just needed a break. I needed some time to be able to like get away and just enjoy myself without having too much pressure to have to be online like consistently. But yeah, like I said, your girl has been creating content for over 10 years. So I think after last year, with all of the pressures of the wedding, your girl was just genuinely burnt out and I was just tired. So I took, I guess, the first half of the year off really, because I wasn't working as hard as I normally did. But I definitely picked it back up towards like the last quarter. I have been here and I've hardly missed any uploads apart from the week that I was ill, like genuinely hospitalized. So I don't know what to say. But to be honest, I really do have the best audience, and you guys are very supportive and very encouraging of me taking breaks, and very like, Lydia, you need to be your best self. And I really feel that whenever I share that I'm not feeling well, or whenever I share that I want to take a break, you guys are so encouraging. You're like, yes, Lydia, go rest and then come back. But yeah, 2024, definitely toasting and cheersing to consistency, because that's literally what got us to where we are. And I want to get back to that. And I want to get back to feeling like me and you are close again, because at the start of the year, it didn't feel that way. I don't know about you, but it didn't feel that way for me. So now that the year's developed, I got my friend back. I got you back, boo. Next topic already, personal relationships. How do you navigate being a wife, a content creator, a sister, and just you? How are you doing it, sis? Guys, I'm new to this. Like, I am brand new to this. But what I can say is that I am learning to plan ahead. I am learning to schedule, okay? And I am definitely learning to create routines and structures, be able to help me to get through all of this, because it's a lot of different facets of your life to try and manage. Frankly, I don't know how people add other titles on top to say, what now? Like, you're a mom, as well as a sister, a creator, a wife, a writer. List is endless. I don't know how other people do it. What I'm trying is a little bit of organization, because I feel like organization is going to get me a long way, okay? So organization and automation, like, is that even a word? Practically speaking, things like meal prepping, I guess that's automation, because it means that I make the meals on a Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly even Thursday, we don't have to think about what we're going to be eating for dinner. That's automatically catered for. That's automation, you know? Organization include me being able to have like days when I know, okay, on Mondays, on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, I do laundry. That way you have a system in place so that every single like week you are tackling tasks that you have to cater to in all the different facets of your life, because everything has to still juggle at the same time, because you're not out. It's stressing me out. Otherwise, it's a mess. They don't tell you it's a scam. Adulting is a scam, and it's really, really hard, but it's also fun at the same time, because like you have freedom, but then you're broke because you have to pay for everything. But then it's also fun because like you're an adult, and we've always been waiting our whole life to be adults, but it's actually a scam. But praise God, I'm happy to be part of the scam, because I don't want to be doing exams. I don't want to be doing exams. One bit of advice for soon-to-be married couples. Now, one thing about me, I'm new to this. This is my first year out here. But the one piece of advice that I would give to every single couple, whether you're getting married or not, is definitely take the marriage course, marriage counseling, whatever that looks like. But for us, it was literally called the marriage course. I'm gonna have links in the description box for you guys to check out if you're in the UK. I believe you can do them online as well, but we went and did them like in person, and it was just so useful, like literally understanding your partner in different ways, understanding how to navigate arguments, understanding how to navigate feelings. It's just such a practical, useful course that actually brought us together as well. And that's literally the only advice that I will ever give to married people or to married couples or any kind of marriage advice, if you ask me. And that's literally what I'm going to tell you is the marriage course, marriage counseling. That's all I have. I'm not qualified. Like, what am I going to say? It's really, really helped us out, and it's really helped us grow as a partnership, you know? So cheers to that. Advice on accepting change in the new year. So my advice on accepting change in the new year is the fact that change is the only consistent thing. So you have to learn to adapt. I don't know what else to tell you, but you just have to learn to adapt to change. Learn to face the changes as they come and embrace them. And embracing them looks like learning more about the topic, whether it's like by reading books. For me, that's like an audiobook. I love being an audiobook. I'll be looking up topics that I'm going through to be like, how can I best deal with this? Because there's somebody who has a degree in it who can help me understand, you know? So whether it's like reading about the topic in books or consulting people who have been through it so they can give you advice in how to like learn and to adapt to the change, or whether it really is just like feeling your emotion and going through it so you can get through it and get to the other side and you can learn and grow from it. One thing for sure and one thing for certain is that change is going to happen. You can't be scared of it, and you should really try and find ways to manage and accept and adjust and embrace instead of being adverse to it, because you would not want to be the same you that you were 10 years ago. Like, if you didn't change, you'd be the same person. So change is hard, and change has a lot of growing pains, trust me, but at the same time, like, change is needed. Home buying in 2024, honestly guys, by the grace of God himself, like by the grace of God alone, because renting in London is so expensive. Like, it's insane. So yes, please, home buying in 2024 by the grace of God. Let's get a cheers to that. Cheers. What am I grateful for and what am I excited for in 2024? So what am I grateful for in 2023? Honestly, guys, it sounds so corny, sounds so cheesy, but I want to say honestly, my job. I'm so grateful for my job because my job has afforded me so much and has afforded me beyond the things that I even expected for myself. When I quit my job back when I was 25 years old, I hadn't anticipated to be where I am now, but at the same time I had always envisioned and had hoped to be where I am now. So to be here is genuinely a dream come true, and that is thanks mostly to my job, and that's thanks mostly to you guys being able to like be here and support my content and watch my vlogs and like my Instagram pictures and support my campaigns. And like literally my job has afforded me so much and has afforded me so much of the life that is such a dream and is already like a goal achieved. I am literally forever grateful for my job. Yeah, and I think also for the fact, like I said, at the start of the year, I was really tired. I was tired from last year. So being able to have a break from it and then being able to come back towards the end of the year where I had more energy and I had more spirit and I was back to enjoying vlogging and back to like having you guys with me everywhere I was going, and it feels good. Like it feels good to be back to being me. Yeah, and so I'm just very grateful for my job, and I'm grateful for all of the opportunities that it's afforded me, all of my dreams that it's ticked. I am just so grateful. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful. I am. It's not the Prosecco speaking, it's me. For 2024, I'm excited to see where else we can go and how far I can dream and how much I can like chase the things that I really want, because like God willing and God ordained, so far it has literally been all that I have dreamed of, and I just can't wait to see what 2024 has and to stay in pursuit of my dreams and just to see how far that can take me, because honestly speaking, like so far I am just in awe, because I'm like, damn, if I hadn't quit my job, like would any of this have happened? Really, would any of it have happened? And that's just all to God, I can't lie. That's what I'm saying, like, oh, he be coming through for me. He really be coming through for me. I talk so much, nobody should have given me Prosecco. I think we're on our last topic though, so maybe we need to add some more. What's something that made you belly laugh this year? So thinking back to this, I literally was laughing all over again, but on my 31st birthday in the cinema where Damini had all of my old videos playing back and like all these corny, cheesy clips and people laughing at me, like on one of my first earlier videos on YouTube, people laughing at me on the screen, that actually made me belly laugh because I was so embarrassed, but I was like, oh, it's still on the internet, like, but them like making fun of me and them teasing me, and they were like, oh yeah, Lydia, welcome back to my channel. It was funny, like it was hilarious. Literally looking back at the start, and I hate saying this because it always gets people to go back and look at like the Vienna vlogs, and I'm like, don't, but then I just mentioned it, so you're gonna go and look. But looking back, I'm just like, yeah, we've come a long way and I'm so proud of us. I really am. What's the best book that you have read this year? So this is quite a simple answer. One, because I haven't read that many books this year, but besides that, genuinely, one of the best books that I have actually ever read is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And this book, this is literally what was reminding me of what was my biggest lessons of 2023, which, as I said before, is like understanding the capacity of your brain and understanding like how your thoughts and your feelings and your perspective changes everything, and it has the power to change everything. So yeah, this book reminded me of that all over again, literally. The book is essentially about embracing positive change and mindfulness, how thoughts become things, you know, like it's a really good book, and we even started a whole book club around this book. That's how good it is. And to be honest, if you're looking for a new read for 2024, I would definitely recommend Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I'm gonna have it linked below for you to check it out. And last but not least, how is your mental health going into the new year? Oh, wow. Wow. My mental health has definitely been better, for sure. But to be honest, I don't know, is it just me or is it like a bit of everybody? Like, is everyone kind of feeling like the tone of the end of the year? Also, like I said before, the first like 9 months of the year was so different to the last 3 months of the year for me. So I feel like the last 3 months has literally jam-packed all of the 9 months worth of stress. So how is my mental health going to the new year? No, it's not great. I can't lie. It's not great. I know that it's gonna be better, but I am very thankful for all of you guys, because every time I say I need a break, you guys are like, yes, for sure, girl, go for it. You need to do what you need to do. And I'm really grateful for that. And I love your support for the times that I'm away. When I come back, you guys always show me love. So yeah, all to say that I will be taking a 2-week break at the start of the new year, and my very first video in 2024 will be on the 21st of January. So Sunday 21st of January will be the first upload. Your girl is gonna take a quick break, get her schedule, get her plan, get her content ready. Like I said, that is the aim of 2024 after all. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you find it insightful. You learned something new about me maybe, I don't know. I hope you have enjoyed it regardless, and I'm very much looking forward to see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year to you guys. Mommy, we made it! And thank you so much for riding with me for another year. If you're new here, if you're old, wherever you're seated, in the VIP or not, thank you so much for hanging out with your girl and for listening to this Q&A. Honestly, 2024, we are chasing our dreams. On what speed? Speed 100. I am so excited, and I hope that I get to see you guys in the new year. But until then, good night and goodbye. Happy New Year, guys!